Yeah, what's up? Welcome everyone, welcome to How to Northgard, Ultimate Guide for Beginners. I am OnlyRex and I have played this game for way too many hours. As you can see here, today we're gonna play and go over Boar clan, because that is the easiest, hands down, clan to get familiar yourself with Northgard. So Northgard for me feels like a mix of Catan, Banished, and Civilization. It has this board game-ish feeling for it, and you have to survive. Example for winters, they are pretty rough for new people. But anyway, so the plan is to play on the easiest difficulty and then push it to the hardest difficulty. We will go over things once they become relevant. So yeah, let's just get into single player. We are going to play the easiest clan for any beginner. So if you're starting out Northgard, I would recommend you to pick up the boar clan. And let's go over the abilities of the clan. So it's a strategy game. There's a lot of information, and like what you should do is just like take your time and read what your clan actually does. I have seen it like many times. People are like, "Hey, that's not how this game works." Actually, that's what this clan can do. But yeah, the other clans can't do it. So, the Mender's Hut replaces the Healer's Hut. So you actually don't have healers, you have Menders. We can come back to that later. But this here is the most best one. Can colonize neutral zones with wildlife for an extra ghost, wolves and bears. In colonized zone, become friendly and won't attack your units. So, you don't have to make early army to get more tiles. You just can already save up more food and colonize them. Like, that's like one of the stopping points for new players, so that's pretty good. Then furthermore, each additional territory gives +2 maximum population, so we don't even have to worry about houses or anything. Unlocking new colonies gives you extra fame. No penalties to happiness for non-upgraded houses and town hall. The clan can only trade with neutral factions. So yeah, like you can only trade with neutrals, you can't trade with other people. So, 200 fame, heritage, gain 3 knowledge. Does not count towards lore victory. So you just get +1 lore and that's it. And 500 fame. Blessings are improved. Just pretty much that's it. How you get blessings? With lore, but we will get to it, so don't worry about it. They have their clan Relic that we are not gonna use, and here this is the Mender's Hut, Menders, and then the boar from the Relic. Alright, so easiest difficulty, small map size, kinda 2v1, 1v1. I don't say why I want to 2v1, but 1v1. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing first, once you start the game, you have to do only one thing, and one thing only. You pull down scout camp. And then you wait. Like, you're just not gonna do anything else, you just put down the scout camp. You select 2 villagers. And convert them into scouts. And then you let the scouts go and start scouting the nearby tiles. You do want to manually use them because they run faster, otherwise they idle around. And if you have 2 scouts scouting 1 tile, they scout it faster. So, what we're looking for? We're looking for lore. And that's it. That's the most important thing we're looking for. So we want to scout all the tiles next to our town hall, and then we can go deeper. But yeah, I can already see that there is a shadow here on this tile, this one. And so colonize it. I will take 1 scout back. Actually, I will just convert this scout into a lore master. So you can also take a villager and put it into lore master. The way you assign villagers to buildings is just to select a villager and put them to the buildings. You can also put other guys. If you need the villagers back from any of the farmers, woodcutters, whatever other job you're doing, then you can just put on the main hall and that's fine. So we're gonna leave one scout out to just scout. And everyone else is just gonna gather food. Like, we're not gonna do anything, we're just gonna gather food. We can take another tile. We're gonna take this tile because there's a wolf here. So we take it so this guy doesn't attack us. Otherwise, with other clans, you would need to build the camp. And you would to make a warrior or chief and then go kill it before you can colonize it. But we're playing the best clan there is, so we can just take it and don't have to worry about it. Oh damn. Quite lucky. So yeah, if you see a tile where there are sheep on it, just take it. Like, not even a problem. But this tile is special. This tile gives us +2 happiness and -10% wood consumption in winter. It's insanely good. So the way happiness works in this game is that every time you get more population, right now it is -1 from population, but once you get more population, then the population requirement goes up. So they want to always be just more happy and more happy. There's a breakpoint like at 13 population and then at like 20 population. So the happiness requirement will just be like +2, so it's gonna be a lot higher than it was before. And if you don't keep your people happy, then they are gonna get the debuff. They're gonna be unhappy and they're gonna produce less. And that might even mean that your village is gonna starve. Alright, so the scout is scouting. Let him scout. We'll scout all the nearby tiles that are next to our tiles. And let's talk about this guy, the lore master. So this guy we just put here to the runestone and we forget about him. Like, he just stays there for 24/7. The only way when we take him away is if we want to defend, or if we are like, ah yeah, we already have enough lore that we don't need any more lore. But there's also a win condition to win with lore, so it's nice to just have one lore master working. You don't need to have more, like one is enough. We are primarily going for domination victories, so we are not going to go into depth for the other victories. Because domination victory is the only way you can actually harass your opponent or deal any damage, so there are very limited ways to actually slow down your opponent without actually just attacking them. So, let's talk about lore. First lore, simple living. Just get this lore and be happy. Construction cost -50 wood. So everything we build, this is like usually 50, but if we take the lore, now it's suddenly 25. So for early game, it's very nice. And with all the food that we have gathered up here on main tile, we can take more tiles. So we're gonna take this one where there are sheep and more happiness. Also will increase our population cap +2 by taking this tile. And then yeah, also take this one. Can already take it. The sheep, it's just better to forget that they were there and just use them up right away to get the bonus that you can use. Either to have a easier winter or just to take another tile that you really want to have. Alright, let's pull our scout back. That's another wolf den. So I think I'm gonna take both of them. Actually, no. Let's the scout go here. This is very important thing to have. Alright. So once we have the simple living, then next thing you want to do is just get your economy up. Food, wood, gold. The way this works is that +19 here means ×6. So if you multiply it ×6, then you know how much you get from 1 month in the game. We are in the year 800. So in 1 month time, we'll get this number times 6. Or you can also take that every 10 seconds you get this much food. Whichever is easier for you to remember. But yeah, let's just start. So the next holding should be a woodcutter, so you don't run out of wood. And then, yeah, like foods. These are food buildings. Do we have another food tile? We actually have more. We are on a farm. So yeah, let's use them all. So the next lore you want to take with the lore, you want to have all the macro lores you can get. In this game, it's not reasonable to sustain army if you want to grow, because you have to sustain your army. So if you want to grow, just try to get all the macro lores. Just look at the lore and see what it does. So right now, Lay of the Land increases our production by 10% in Frost Forest Swamp and also allows us to colonize wolf dens. So we can take this. We can call our scout back. And more people working. Woodcut is also working. And then I want to take this tile, so let's take it. And then there was this one also, so let's also just take it. And we should, bam, hit 200 fame and get our first bonus. Alright. So we get our 200, we get +1 lore. And here I would say go bartering or shipbuilding. Both of these give you gold. Let me go ahead and get this done. This building, you usually need stone for it. But if you colonize Ultens, then it will give you +5 stone and some more fame. But yeah. So, either one is fine, depending on if you have neutrals to trade or you don't have neutrals to trade. If you have neutrals to trade, I would say pick up bartering, just because it's gonna be a lot easier for you to manage your happiness. So you don't have to get a brewery or wait for lore to get your happiness. Brewery is pretty bad thing. And if you go for shipbuilding, that means you're just gonna get your lore faster than the people who take bartering. But we're gonna go ahead and just take bartering. This was the middle tile. It gives whoever scouts it first 50 fame. But we can't forget about it. So, surviving in winter, you pretty much have to just stock up food. If you have +14 food going, you're doing something wrong. So, how do you snowball? You snowball with lore and wood. Well, I only have one woodcutter, so I need to change that. I do need to get the second one, so let's go ahead and put the second one. And then wait for it to get ready. So currently we are doing quite a lot. We do want to still go and use all our food buildings that we can have. With 4, you usually want to have around 3, so we have like 3 next to our down hall already, and it's quite nice. Nothing too bad to say about it. So yeah, let's get you working. Alright, so you should come back to this building here that you already built, offering well. This building, as you can see and read, passively improves the relationship with neutral factions in adjacent zones and makes them less aggressive towards you. Over time, it will, if you go to the Diplomats screen here on the top left, we see that clans and neutrals. So we offended Taurus with colonizing next to them. So now we build offering well and we get 0.5. Very thick. So we're gonna get happy with them. And then they are gonna stop attacking us. We are at 10 peace, but we can't go into the dice. Once you get more relationship, 30, then they're gonna start giving us stone and iron. And once we are at 100% with them, then they are gonna give us 50 fame and dispatch 2 Taurus that we can use. They will help us mine and forge. So that's what this building here does, is just increases this relationship over time, slowly. It's a lot better than trading. So if you can do it, then do it. The only neutrals you should do this with are the dwarves or the giants. The giants will give you a big chunky unit that you can use, which is amazing. Alright, so we have 4 woodcuts working, and we wanted to get some more. Just more everything. Just gonna increase more of our food income. We have another lore that you can take. Handiwork. Increases our production by 15% from non-upgrade buildings, and we don't really have upgrade buildings, so it's amazing. Yeah, from plus 20 to plus 23. Alright, so we have it population gap. That means we should build the house. We are also quite happy. We are happy for a couple of reasons. First is because we can look happiness here. 4.5 needed from population, but we get 6.4 from the territory, and we get another 2 from this amazing tile here. And now we're also gonna build ahead and go and build some training camps. So yeah, population happiness is not the problem, especially on the lower difficulty. Like, just build a house and don't worry about it too much. And the way to get more happiness, with boar, we're just gonna go bartering. This is 1 happiness store, and after that, we can get those mods if we find out that we're struggling. But we're gonna try to ignore it as long as we can. If we see we can't do without it, then we pick it up. But for now, we can go to the top tree. So the middle tree on the lower tree is like about all military. Increase attack, no penalty in winter, more defense. So what I told earlier is that we just want to get as much as macro going as much as we can. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so let's have people working. And we can trade with the dwarves, so let's do that. Also, our happiness is gonna go up because we have the bartering trade. So yeah, we are rocking too much food. Like, this is a bit too much. We have some wood and we have gold. So let's talk about the stone and iron. Let's get them both going. We have an up economy. So you don't really need to mine stone as a poor clan very early on, unless you want to build the offering well. This will take 5 stone if you want to get down the neutrals, but you do have to scout out the neutrals. For everything else, you can just wait. You don't have to go insane. So we're gonna have people working. And yeah, the way I say we only want like 3 food is because you're not gonna have enough population to actually keep doing everything. Even right now, we have only 1 more villager left, and then we don't have anything. We have everyone working, and our food is -1 already from everyone working, and we're also trading away a little bit of food. So colonization or education depends, because we already have some silos up. I'm gonna go for education, really increases our food income. This increases our food income 0.5 per farmer. So this farmer gives plus 0.5, this one gives plus 0.5. So they both give +1 when they're working. And for these guys, it's just a little bit less. It's like 0.4 something for 8. So it's like quite close, but it also increases our food just a little bit. Like, everything counts. Let's mine the stone here. Let's forget about it. Next up, forage. We just put this down. Yep, go. And we just want to focus on iron. So since we're playing the poor clan, we have a very easy time. We don't have to kill the neutrals early. We could go and kill these now. Like, I can't colonize this tile because it's defended, and we do have enough of everything. So let's take this woodcutter away. Convert him into a villager. So the houses you want to place on the tiles where you don't have already a food tile, or where you want to have villagers gathering. So placing like the house on the outer tile is pretty good because you can pull everyone to like this house here that you have, and then they gather food here. And if there's an enemy, then you just take all the villagers you have and click on this training camp, and you will have army that you can go and clear areas with. Alright, so we do have 2 people here. Let's take them. And we are gonna... This is upgrade with iron. We upgrade the merchants, so we get more gold. And then we could also upgrade for the farmers, because you can get another farmer. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, we don't have too much iron left. So, if you want to clear, you want to clear it usually with chief. So let's wait for 5 iron, get our chief, and make 1 warrior to help him clear it, just to go a little bit faster. And then go and, yeah, take this tile. Not even a problem. So these guys have stopped working. Don't need the building anymore. These guys are a bit injured. I didn't really want the warrior to get injured, but it is what it is. So go back. Let's get the healer cap, Mender hut in our way, and then also I don't like the scout camp being on the main tile because it doesn't give any protection, and you want your production dice to be as safe as possible, so I'm just gonna relocate the scout camp. So we could go like another marketplace, or we could also just pull sailors. Even though we didn't take the ship pulling, we can still get sailors, it's not a problem. Yep, let's have people heal, and let's also take this tile. So it doesn't show the icon anymore. When you're next to the dwarves and they're gonna attack you, it will show with your ankle here, and lets you know that the neutrals next to you are dwarves. Alright, so we do need to start scouting, so let's do that. And we have a lot of stone already acquired, so let's go ahead and let's see, 11 stone there left. Yeah, so let's go ahead and use our stone. So the way you want to use the stone as the poor clan, you don't really want to use it on upgrading the production buildings. Like, this is like, you can just forget about it. What you want to do with 1 stack of stone is that you want to upgrade your main, so you get the population faster. Also increases how many population you have. So we do that, and now once we have our main upgraded, we also have the option to get access to upgrades, so we could upgrade production buildings, but since we have handiwork, we don't want to do that. But instead, we can go ahead and build other kings. For every 200 fame you have, you're gonna get +1 of everything. Food, wood, gold, and lore. Usually the best tile to build it is on the main tile, unless you're playing against Raven Clan. Then you don't want to do it because the Raven Clan can make it burn. Then the best tile to build it is on any of the addition tiles that are not coastal tiles, where the Raven can send their units. So for our case, let's just put it on main. Alright, take another woodcutter away, because we need more people. We don't have enough. And the second building, like, you upgrade main, you build altar, And then if you're playing alone, you will have to upgrade the scout camp so you can actually scout out your opponents. So let's go ahead and do that. And there should be, yeah, a few more buildings that are burning. Alright, lore, recruitment, get people faster, another macro lore, we just take it. If currently we would have problems with happiness, we would go ahead and take osmosis. But since we are building the altar, it will also give us +1 happiness, so that's not even a problem at all. And our winter, yeah, I mean, we have food buildings up breaking, so that's not an issue. Also, the wood with 4 seems to be pretty good. We usually don't need more than 4 woodcutters working. That seems to be like a good number. Alright, did we upgrade the scout camp? Yes, we did. So we're gonna get the dwarves soon. That's nice. Let's rebuild the forts because we do need to get our arm upgrade. And then we're not really gonna use our stone arrows. We're just gonna put down the camps as much as we can and everywhere as we can. And with that, I think our opponent is going to be this way. Did he even actually take an opponent? I might have messed up and not taken opponent. No, it says domination 0 out of 1. Alright, yeah, we do have an opponent there. The map is like it is. We can go through the kobolds or we can go through the mates. Not the problem. One of our guys died, so let's get another one. And then yeah, we're in NATO 2 already. Alright, so let's see. More macro, so just gonna take it. And once you reach your 6 doors taken, we have 7 because of the 200 fame, you get to open up your first blessing. And with this blessing, Freya's blessing is absolutely useless unless you have like 30 plus population and it's winter coming, so we can ignore this. Happiness, we already have quite a lot of population and we're still happy, so this is also quite good. And then there's your blessing, plus 15 stone and 10 iron. It just allows us to go faster and do everything faster without mining anymore, because mining, like, we have another stack of stone and iron here that we could mine, but it's gonna take time, so we just take the blessing and stone iron blessing and not worry about it. So with the iron that we got, we can upgrade the warriors that we're gonna use, and then with the other iron we can save 5 for our chief and use to upgrade like killers, for example. Ah yeah, since we got 100 with these guys, they give us dwarves, and now these guys you can use to go and mine, or we can use them to forge. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let them forge. Alright. Keep scouting. Yep. Seems we're doing fine. Oh, that's also enemy tile there. So yeah, go there, scout it out. Next thing I wanted to say is that let's go and build more camps. Not a problem. And we do have another scout here. Let's take the scout. And since I'm playing on the easier, I didn't feel the need to get ruins or shipwreck right away. But if you have the shipwreck or ruins, then just scout it right away. After you have done your closest scouting, and if you can't for meat, then go for the meat. It does give you an extra fame, but yeah, just have scout go here once you're done your priority tasks, scouting the dice that you want to. This here will just give me gold and lore to get lore faster, but we didn't really have to worry about it, so I just tend to forget about it from time to time. And let's see, these guys are scouting the right tiles. Alright, I haven't talked about the feasting. So, currently we already have quite a lot of food stocked up. I will just destroy the healer rat. Go away, guys. And just build more food. Alright, you guys also did a good job. Go there. And just build more gold. That's it. So yeah, we can call back all the scouts. We can leave one out to finish scouting our opponent. So our aim is to take down the opponent's tile here that is upgraded. We can also scout to see how much resources the opponent has. And I wanted to talk about the feasting. So yeah, I can have this villager work here because there's a food building. Otherwise he's just gonna, if I put him here, he's not gonna work and he's just gonna idle around. We can change the trade target. We can change it to kobolds, so we get also progress going with kobolds. Now we're trading 0.4. So 0.1 from all the merchants. And then we have just more. Like, we have way too much food and everything. I actually take even woodcutters away. Just like leave one, because this is too much. You're gonna be fine for it or ever. Alright. So let's feast. So the way is when you want to feast is when you're just like preparing for attack. You want to stock up on food and gold. Currently we just want to stock up on gold. So we just feast. We do have some gold. We don't want to use it. The reason why you don't want to use the gold is because you want to use it all on Warband. And development is a no-go. Like, if you need to develop, it's better to go and just take another tile. So like this tile here is going to be our 9th tile. It would cost us 330 food and you would get 3 slots, building slots. Instead of like developing the tile for 100, it's a lot better to always just save up food and take another tile. You can take the tiles another way. Alright, so yeah, just like feast and get ready for the attack. Alright, so we get our 500 fame bonus. We get our lore. We can get Weaponsmith because we are preparing to attack. And yeah, then we can feast one more time and then we can go and take down our opponent. Should not be a problem, like 8-2. I haven't touched on too many on the victory sides because we're going for domination. But for fame, you need tiles and you need fame. Trade is very bad to go for unless you know what you're doing. Lore, you will get over time, passively anyway. And then the middle victory, which depends what it is. There are some that you can easily take. Alright, so let's do one more feast. And let's talk about the boards again. I can destroy this, yeah. So, also, instead of upgrading our population and our warriors, we can build the relic. Relic takes quite a long time to build, like around 8 months, 10 months. It is very powerful, but it also is quite weak. You do want to get the Relic, usually in the game, but you don't want to rush for it. Alright, this guy is actually need iron. So, yeah, civilization, creatures. By the way, we have no upgrades. Alright, actually get the woodcutter back then. Like, we have no upgraded production. We only have our main and our altar. We just don't need anything else. And then we have the scout to scout around. But yeah, so the relics. There is every clan has their own special relic, that is the clan relic. And then there are 5 common relics. Millionaire Thunderstorm. Can use it once a year, cost 150 food and 150 gold. It's quite situational, so it's very hard to use. Swarming gives plus 50 defense per unit. You can use this, but it's hard to use. You can move it once per month, and it only works on 1 tile. So you have you need to defend 2 tiles. It's already quite bad, so you should not get it. Against Ravens, you do want to get it, because then they can't raid your main tile with mercs, so it might be a possibility if you don't want to deal with that. Then Kefkjord's Yarn, you can spend food to summon new villagers. So yeah, it goes up with more villagers you have, then you have to pay more food. Bragaful, you gain gold depending on your comments and influence. That is the trade victory. So the more trade victory you have going, the more gold you get. If you place it down, you get just like +3 gold going. And if you get more commensurate victory, then it will go over like +3, +6, +9, +12. And then the last relic, Jormung Relic. This relic is used to achieve fame victory and lore victory. You gain lore bonus depending on the number of zones in your territory. You can colonize areas with lore, so you can just get tiles faster. Right? There is Miracle attack. I think it goes there. Let's go and stop it. So yeah, like the fame victory, the zones are costing like 330, and after that it's gonna be like even 400. So it goes like a lot. You need to save up a lot. Okay, but let's get let's just end this game, because we have like way too much code. Just like take all the merchants away. We're gonna have minus. We can leave the sailors going. We're gonna have minus happiness, but that doesn't matter, because we will lose some army and then we can get more people, so don't really worry about it. So we have 16. We can take the lore master away. Actually, we'll take both of these guys away. So Walker attacking, interesting. So the way it works is that once you convert a warrior, like there, then the next one is gonna cost 6 more. So if you keep converting, the cost will go higher and higher. And if you convert something else, then not the warrior, like this is 54, then this is 45. So if we recruit different types, then it gets a bit cheaper. So you maybe want to do that, but usually you just go and focus on just one type of army, and that's it. Okay, so it was winter, but since the winter is going to be over, we're not going to take fur goats. But otherwise, if we were going to attack in winter, I would pick up fur goats. And I mean, yeah, just like once you're ready to attack, we convert army and we go. So even right now, I just use the stone on upgrading warbands and upgrade the one that you are using. Let's even take some food away. we need to grow more warband. I don't... No, I have another one. So you usually want to focus on one type of warrior upgrade or extra upgrade. So whatever you have, just like go and do that. So this guy here, maybe it's even too expensive to convert. Like 141 gold. I could just save this gold and just get a new chief once my chief dies, or just again like 6 warbands. Alright, so let's talk about military expansion. We still don't have 500, but let's go ahead and take legions. So we just have something. But yeah, we have, let's say, some amount of warband. And we already can decolonize main. I will speak a little bit more and then decolonize main. So let's just go around and just take our opponent population down. This is gonna be happiness, sure, whatever. So, the military experience, you get it quite early once you kill neutrals, but since we didn't kill neutrals, we could just already expand and get our macro going. We didn't have to worry about it. But here, the Guardian tree is quite good to defend against rushes. And also enables you to see more of the tiles, and also helps you defend tiles if you can't handle the early waves of the neutrals attacking. So it depends like what you want to do. Leadership is if you want to go in fast and be aggressive and just you're not gonna get big army, then you want to get leadership. If you're going for a big warband and you're just like going later, you don't want to rush, then you want to probably pick up legion. Will decrease how much wood you need for war camps, but since we're playing 4, we already have reduced war camps anyway. And then legion, this will save you 3 gold per... let's just take it. It was 141. Okay, it saves actually more. So this was 141 gold, now it's 133 gold. So it saved us like 11 gold if you convert this guy. So the base cost, I see. Yeah, I was thinking this only reduces it like by 3 gold, but it saves to scale up over time. So it's a good way to save gold, but this is not the reason why they take this. The reason is like veterans. You're gonna get 100% more from the building upgrade. And the building upgrade will give you plus 5% more attack damage. So if we have now upgraded one and we have the Legion, then it's gonna give us plus 10 instead of the plus 5. And then Call Upon Hala will just like makes you 30% attack faster and stronger. Alright, let's go in. And then Guardian Tree, this is only if you're defending. That's pretty much it. It gives you scouting ability. You can get militia to help you. You get more armor under tower, and then you can defend the tile. So this one is defending. So leadership, early game, or if you are focusing on chief. Legion, late game, big army. Guardian, just snowball, turtling, and defending. Trying to go for trade, lore, maybe even a fame if your opponent allows it, but getting a lot of tiles is quite exhausting. Okay, so yeah, that's about it with the tutorial. I hope you guys learned from it. And let's go ahead and do it again, but this time, instead of the easy difficulty, we're gonna put it to extreme. So let's do it again. And we take the same clan. I messed up here. So yeah, let's do it again. So instead of easy difficulty, we're gonna go for extreme and boar, and yeah, let's get into it. By the way, do you guys have any questions that are in chat? Or did I manage to somewhat get everything? Alright, so yeah, again, start out with scout camp. Not a problem, just wait. So the way the difficulty increases is that your population is gonna require more food to sustain, but they need more happiness to grow. So at the start it's about the same, but it's gonna get higher and higher faster how much happiness they need. So you're gonna have less population and a lot less food. So again, the first thing you want to do is to find lore, and then you want to take a lore master, and then you wait. I could go over the Diplomats. I mean, as I told, alright, we want this style. We actually have two. I want both of them. I'm gonna start with this one because there are wolves here. The wolves otherwise are going to attack us, so we save up food to take this style. Get one scout back, and let's go and scout the surrounding areas. So yeah, we only have +4 food going, and that's okay, we just wait. So yeah, diplomacy for neutrals. We have different kinds of neutrals, but ones that I told are giants and dwarves that you want to usually ally. The other ones aren't that impactful in the game, usually. Then there is the rivalry that you can use. This one you can only use once you have scouted up your opponent. And here you want to use is the eavesdropping. For any knowledge you already discovered, and you did not, you gain more lore depending on population. So like, this is the only one you want to use, everything else you can pretty much forget. But this is still very hard to get because you are not scouting your opponent anytime soon. I did forget to go over the minimap, so let's do it now. In the top left of your screen, you have minimap. Here you can pause the game, Google word info that has been on the screen all the time, and that's because we have show word info by default. We have this enabled on options. Then there is Google Minimap. Toggles between military and then there is filters: food, wood, lore, stone, iron, foes, special players. What there isn't right now is pinging, but there should also be icon for pinging if you're in multiplayer game. Then you can use alt and just ping around. Alright, we get attacked here once. There are wolves there. We have enough food to make this tile, so let's go ahead and take it. They know the wolves are not gonna annoy us. Yeah, there are also wolves here, so maybe we just also save up for this tile. Just take it slow. Don't have to worry about it. We only do have one food tile, which is bad. We do want to have more. So I would like to take this tile. There is stone here, but it's not that needed. And we also gained a bit of meter XP because we took down the wolf. So on harder difficulties, it's gonna be easier to get meter XP because there are gonna be more neutrals around. Alright. Simple living, farm and silo, get our food going. We don't have more food tiles taken right now, so we can't build anymore. And then, yeah, let's get like woodcutter down. And then we just chill and wait. Our scout is going to finish scouting this tile. Maybe there are Northgard there, which would be nice. So we can do field exit the scout now. We can call him back. Ah, that's a wolf camp. Or we can let him go and scout the shipwreck. And we're gonna let him go and scout the shipwreck. So I do really want another food tile. And we do have a shipwreck, so I'm not gonna have a woodcutter working. We're just gonna collect food. And we're just gonna get another food tile. You want to, as a boar, you would like to have 3. That seems usually the good number. So we have enough villagers to put to work. Since there is a wolf camp there and we're not gonna clear it, we just build a tower against it. On easier difficulties it doesn't matter that much. On hard difficulties you don't want to get your people injured, because that also takes away production. How's this going? Yeah, we'll have this guy work on wood cutting. And then we will take this tile, and then we should be quite safe from the neutral attacks, except for this here. This will definitely attack us. Yeah, we are playing on extreme difficulty. We played on easy difficulty. We went over as much things as it could go, and now we just see the same gameplay, but we see it on the hard difficulty. Alright, good job. Come back. And get the silo. So we don't see any neutrals nearby. Even if I try to look over the shadows. We could go and scout out more. But that just means that we can easily just forget about neutrals and just go for sailors. If you can't find them early and don't want to waste their economy, you can just get sailors, and later, once we figure it out that we actually do want to trade, then we can still get trading, but like without the lore. But yeah, for beginning, I think it's easier to pick up partnering, because it's gonna allow you to have more easier time with having happiness, and you just get code at the same time. Alright, let's get this tile before they attack us. And then we can have a second woodcutter working. We don't really need to build another one, just because we had the shipwreck. We would need to build another one after winter, but we still need to first survive winter. Alright, let's get also people working. And then, yeah, like, we just have to wait now. There is nothing. The winters are very hard and harsh. So we have our 4 people working on food, specialized food. We have -1, that is perfectly fine. We could have even -3, so if we want, we could push out another woodcutter. Or we could also just start mining. So I think here we're just gonna go ahead and start mining. Ah, there is another iron here. I'm gonna take this one. Okay. More wolves. We took them down. So yeah. This time. I'm just gonna go Guardian just so we start getting military XP. That's pretty much it. And it also helps us to scout this time without actually getting a scout there. And same with that one there. I do need to pour the house, so let's go and do that also. Alright, just macro lores, don't need anything else. So, shipbuilding, let's go. The military lores, yeah, you can pretty much just forget about them. Play the game, have trial and error, and just read. Like, actually, just read. So, we have -6 here. This means that 6 times 6 is 36, so we're gonna lose 36 food per month. So we should be quite fine. I don't want this guy to get injured, so I'm gonna call him back. And alright, goodbye Merkel. We have 5 dials. Oh, our opponent managed to scout that, and it seems there are neutrals there. We already did take shipbuilding, so I don't think I'm gonna go and trade it in neutrals. So, but I could always just pick it up if I really want to. It just means everything else is gonna be slower, and you usually don't want to take both of these. You just want to take either one of them. So since you take shipbuilding, we're just gonna stick with it. We have a special dial here. With a Boron, increase the ceiling. Not really necessary unless you are trying to harass and heal, but that's quite inefficient. Then we have Thor's Wrath. This one is pretty good. Gives you plus 10% attack bonus. And yeah, I think for attack bonus it was multiplicative. So it's like plus 10%. Times another plus 5 or 20% from the weaponsmith. For the buildings that are here, like the farms and silos, these are just adjective. These will just give extra. They are not going to be like 10 times 10, it's just going to be 10 plus 10 for the food. Alright, so yeah, our food income is like it is. It's not insane. We only have 2 woodcutters out. I would definitely want to have more. Gonna go ahead and already get going. And then yeah, like, we don't have that much food. We will have to wait. Alright, handiwork. Buffs everything up a little bit. So yeah, just on like a hard difficulty, the game is just slower. And that's how it is. So we're gonna have to wait and not really do much. We do have 5 iron, so we could get our chief out. There aren't any tiles that we want. If I want this tile, we can just colonize it, save up wood. And yeah, we already have 5 dials, so usually like 5 dials is enough to win the game. The optional play is to like just build your economy around 5 dials. You don't really need more. But yeah, we're not even getting into mining stone, just takes too long time. So for feasting, we already have 1 woodcutter working, and you don't really have anything, so just rather save it up. Alright, upgrade like sailors, upgrade farmers. Get another guy working there. Build warrior camp. once we are done mining the iron, we just go ahead and start mining the stone. I could also not upgrade the farmers. Just wait a little bit more. Convert these guys into woodcutters, and yeah, there we are already having happiness problems, so we can, yeah, just be unhappy. We could feast to wait to not be unhappy. This map is actually quite sad for the boar, but it is what it is. Not all the maps can be perfect. So yeah, since we have happiness problems, we're just gonna go ahead and take the osmosis. With pardoning, we could have one guy working and just give us +1 happiness, so we could actually keep going from like more than 13 population. Usually the happiness timings are like 13 population and 20 population when it just gets insane. Alright, go to work and let's get like the lore relic. I really like the lore relic. You could also get the boar relic. It gives you +6 food, but usually lore is better. Just you can snowball faster, and you can also make sure that you are going to be able to win in wisdom victory. Alright. With the 5 remaining iron, we can go ahead and either get a cheap or upgrade more villagers. I think I will just go ahead and get the warrior upgrade done, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, then I can just destroy the forts and I can forget about it. Unless I want to improve any of these, but since they only have one building, I don't feel like it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, we're still unhappy. That's okay. Don't pull the brewery. Yeah, I will put it on YouTube. It's actually made for exactly that. We are on our second game. We are playing on the hardest difficulty. We went over it on easy difficulty. And now I'm just explaining everything again. And just adding more info that I maybe forgot. Alright, so yeah, take those mods. What I wanted to tell is that if you get the brewery, we have to pay for the upkeep, and you also have to sustain this person who is working there. So he's gonna eat our food, and we need to wait for like 2 more villagers to pay for this brewery guy. So it's not that efficient to get the brewery. You rather want to get lore or happiness with lore or blessing. With boar, you have a lot of different ways to get it, which is nice. You can take pardoning, you can take osmosis, you can take feeling safe if you go for military, but that means like you have to go with, you have to ignore the top 3. That is also very good macro. And you can also take legacy. That will increase the happiness that you get from altar, and altar you usually want to build because it's insanely good. Alright, let's go ahead and get another sailor working. Even though my food isn't looking hot. Yeah, it just might be. I could take the miner away. If this was going to be a blizzard, then I would just have to stop everything. Just like 1 sailor working, have more woodcutters working, and just stock up food. Like, you can't do anything, you just have to wait. And that's about it. We can upgrade the main, so let's go ahead and do that. Get our 200 fame bonus, get the eradication because we do have 2 sorrows. So that will give us a little bit more food income. And then, yeah, I think we need more gold, so just get another sailor working. If I was trading, I would probably only have like 2 merchants. I would have 1 trade post with another trade post, and then let them trade with the neutrals, and then we also have more happiness and we can grow. Alright. So, yeah, 17. There is no point feasting. We could feast to make the Relico out faster, but then we're just gonna get more pop, and then we're gonna be unhappy. Like, even now, this guy will come in 150 days, that's totally fine. So, -9. That means it's going to be -45 per month. So -90 and then a little bit more, and then we starve. You can starve like about half a month. Like, you can start like third of the month, depending on how much minus you have. If you have -1, then you can starve for quite a long time. And you're just gonna get 1 sick. But if you have like -30, then like, yeah, half a month, and then you have to get it into bonus. If you don't, then everyone is gonna be sick. Alright, we get militia from the Guardian tree, from the military path, and we're just gonna have them stay here where the wolves are, because this is probably gonna be the base where there will be an attack from the neutrals. Alright. Gonna have 1 woodcutter go and mine, because I do want to mine stone faster. Alright, recruitment. And then again here I could choose to get stone and iron. But since I think I want a bit more population, I would just go for the happiness, just to have an easier time to actually keep growing. Like, we would have more happiness if we had trading, and if we had fish tile, swamp tile, or forest tile, because those will give us +1 happiness. But we don't have any of those, so I just take the happiness blessing. But otherwise, you could just go for the Yours blessing and just get our altar down. I do actually then want to mine 5 iron just to get our cheap from this tile. So we're gonna stop these guys. Alright, we build our scout camp. Oh wait, actually just let's wait a little bit. Yeah, this needs like 15 stone, so it's not the best altar. You want to actually have the altar around when you get like 400 fame, not before, because then you get like +2 instead of +1. But just placing altar down is also good. With other clans, you would probably just like upgrade the farm and not worry about it too much. Alright, well, this got burning, so we can just throw it up. Alright, we have altar going. We have these guys working. They have upgraded, so destroy. Get another ship going for gold. And I really do need another woodcutter. We can colonize a tile, so let's go do it. Do I actually need another woodcutter? Like, because there's another ship here that I haven't taken, I could just pull the scout camp and scout this out, and that already... I know, we have here. Just like have another person working. Yeah, it's still lacking wood income. The map isn't too good with it. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is to... I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, just upgrade the scout camp and scout our opponent out. I could also upgrade the watchtower, so it scouts the nearby tiles. But since I'm gonna need upgraded scout anyway, I'll just get the upgraded scout. Alright, these guys are done. I'm gonna call them up. Yeah, just destroy it. So there is one more reason why you should feast. And that reason is to get fame. Every feast you do does give you 20 fame. So if you can push to like 400, would be amazing. Or if you can push to like any other fame that will actually give you something, then yeah, it's also worth feasting. I don't think I need anything here, right? Just upgrade this. Feast and get gold. Can build another sailor, and then we, yeah, just hoard up a bit more gold, and then we are ready to go. So since we are playing on the extreme, it will take longer to actually stock up everything, so we just have to wait. Like, we can get our chief out, so we know that we have the chief out. And we don't really have to rush with the scouts, you can just slowly scout. Right, wait for the feast ends. And then we can go ahead and place down all the war camp buildings that we can. We could also put another beast, another sailors there. Yeah, sounds good. I have to wait 1 more month before we can take this tile. Pick up legacy, because we'll give Alter a bit more happiness and production. Alright, peace is over. We could feast again. Oh, we could just start building. Yeah, I can start building this fine. So actually, yeah, I don't need more than these guys working. That's totally fine. Yeah, well, that was an enemy there. Did injure our dude a bit. So maybe we do get the healer camp. I'm not sure where though. Hello and goodbye. We can probably be stuck at 23 population. It's gonna be quite hustle to get more. Not gonna be too beneficial. The only reason why we would want to get more would be in PvP, just to have a better recovery than our opponent, to be able to send more people to fight. Or we're actually playing against boar. Yeah, I was thinking like why our opponent is doing well. Alright, anyway, take the wolf tile. Build another tower, I guess. Can, yeah, scout this tile out. And then another war camp. Halo camp. More people working. Take maybe woodcut away. So we only have 12 war camp. But once you get next quarry entry, suppression fire, we will get more warbands. 1, 2, 3, plus 4 more, so 16 warband. That should be quite decent. And yeah, since we are just gathering gold, like now is the perfect time to feast. Like we just stored up gold. And then we wait. So one of the important things is to not starve yourself. So once you are now actually converting army, then you will also have to stock up food. And especially against this guy, because it seems that he has quite a few dice that I have to go through before I can actually go for him. Maybe I can go around him. So I think I do want to get one more scout out. Alright, bonfire event. I'm just gonna ignore it because I don't have any trade posts going. So yeah, if this was again Blizzard, then I would have to stop at least 3 of my ships. I only have 2 sailors left and everyone else just on wood duty and on food. Just stock up so we don't die in the winter. I could also pick up Shiny Happy People here. It's pretty good on higher difficulties. So I think I would just do that. Then we have easier time getting population. So we just get like 25 and we just stay there. Don't have to go overboard. Alright, let's go and get another scout here. And let him scout all the way. Seems like, yeah, the Mender got injured from the kobolds attacking. Our opponent has been trading kobolds to 61. I will probably get them. We are gonna lick this tile once we can. 155 will allow us to get 500. Oh, okay. So yeah, there is no point scouting further. So the best way probably to attack here is like we just go here, destroy this and start decolonizing this, and then send one warrior there to decolonize that tile and keep pushing. So we attack from the right side, we take down the goblins, and just attack. Alright, can we take this? 1 more month. And also needs lore. Yeah. Minus 13. Can't really do anything about it. Just have to wait. We do have 8 sailors working, so our gold income is great. And we just wait. But yeah, food is going down rapidly. I will take this tile because it's going to give us 500. Also allows us to go and pull more camps. I think I do want one look at the back. Gonna get our full health guy back. So yeah, we can just go ahead. And get that many more camps up. Do we need that many? We probably can't use them all, but hey, sure. Better be prepared than unprepared. And we just stack up more gold. It seems like the kobolds only have these 2 dice, so once you take them down, they're gone. We can go and scout out our opponent code resources. So yeah, we can see that this guy took a tile with 2 pairs quite early. So the AI in Northgard does cheat, and they cheat quite a lot. So usually they would not actually be able to take this tile so early like he did. But since they get bonuses to stay challenging, the AI isn't quite challenging. They send their warriors in 1 by 1, so we just like nuke them down their army, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, 2 bears to clear early, it's not that easy. Alright, so the winter is going to be over. We don't need Freya, but we can go get the weaponsmith, attack, and then yours blessing will also give us plus 10 more percent attack, so we just take that. So the next thing I can do is say upgrade, get enough wood to upgrade 2 of the training camps. So I think if we're gonna do that, then we don't need those at all. Just let them be. And actually, our happiness is quite nice, so just put a house. Keep going a bit more. And then yeah, you just stock up more. You could go through the middle to get more military XP, but this guy is hit hard, so it's better to just go through the neutrals. Oh, well, our scout died. That happens. What to do? I just, yeah. I could also save up the woods and not upgrade right now. So we just upgrade before we go, because it does increase 29 upkeep, goes into 62. So it's like doubled upkeep. So you're gonna have need a bit more time. So I just lost like, how much it is? 33. So I lost like 33 gold from the entire year with that upgrade. And if you upgrade another one, that's gonna be another 33 gold that we lose. I could still go take this tile. Yeah, I mean, it does give you plus 10 more percent attack. It's gonna take some time because the map is quite sad. I can take away the Lore Master, don't need you. We have 2 blessings going. So right now what we're doing, we're just stocking up more food so we can actually survive once we're going. Because you also need to sustain the army. The opponent can also like stock up everything, just stock up gold and then go there. So you can try to starve out your opponent if they make too many warriors. You see that you can't attack into it and just like fall back, but when you're attacking you also have to make sure that you're not gonna starve yourself. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it, upgrade it. Actually, I'm gonna do a feast so we can get 600 fame. That will give us another plus 1 from here. And then, I mean, herbalism is nice. Just take herbalism. Gonna put these guys away from here. And that the bender here. We are gonna do that because this guy, this lore will allow us to get more production for our villagers. And it's only worth it if you have like 10 plus villagers working on the same tile. So it is 44, 48, 49. Put you there. Yeah, it's still plus 49. Alright, so it's gonna take like 3 months to kill him up. So 3 months before... Yeah, actually we should start going. I'm just gonna ignore that tile. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the game. We are playing against AI, so it should not be that chancing. I think 500 is pretty good. Minus 28. Get these guys on food. Also get these guys on food. And maybe we can get those guys on food. Right. So yeah. So we have 18 warriors. We can get one more. Yeah, I need to -1 income. Just gonna go ahead and yeah. As I told, the AI just comes in one by one. So it's not gonna be a huge army. Did lose already few of my dudes. And -8, we can yeah, easily sustain this. So we could even go ahead and resume our gold income with some of the guys. -12, that's a bit better. So if this was someone who was like winning in lore, then they would definitely not be able to protect against this. They just would not have any warbands. But on hard difficulties, it does come easier to get passive victories. Like on easier difficulties, you just get too many army too fast, and you can just go ham. Anything else that I want to point out? I'm not really sure. Like we could have gone and killed these guys to get more resources before going for the opponent. But yeah. Like as you can see, this is on extreme, the hardest rig in the game, and the AI just doesn't have anything. If you're a new player, you're probably sustaining warband from early on. That's no go. Don't do it. Just save up gold, make one big army and go. If you're actually going to start starving, then easily just take the people and convert them back. Like, it's no shame converting people back if you are converted. And otherwise, I hope you have fun. Remember, the game is trial and error, and whatever you do, just read what it does, what you're picking, so you actually know how the game works. Like, the game gives you a lot of information that you can read. Even on the timeline, it's gonna say you what's coming and when it's coming. And yeah, that's about it. There is also the screen for replay. that you can look over to see how well you did against your opponent. You can also see the controlled zones. And one thing you can do else is just look at the replay and see how your opponent expanded. You can maybe make out a little bit from the buildings that were placed down what they are, but yeah, you can't really say for certain if it's that building or it's something else. So that's where I am. You finished in top 1. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. That's it for me. So have trial and error and take care, everyone. Peace.